But I want to ask the people, is it time for Ludlow Bernard to move on from this Harborview job? I am going to say this, man. Fabian Reid, yeah? My question, anyone want to bet me that, Fabian is going to get double figures in this league campaign? Yeah, man, people, welcome back to another Jamaican Premier League review, preview, not a review, preview, yeah? You don't know, 7 games are up on us again. What is this? Match day 16 of the Real Neville Jamaican Premier League, yeah? The blockbuster game of the weekend should be that Monday night game against Arnett Garden, yeah? These two teams have a long history, between them. The first time when Arnett Garden actually won the Premier League, 1978, it was actually Harborview they beat in the final, and that back-to-back Premier League title that Arnett Garden won, during that first start of the century, the 2000-2001, they also won one of those final at Harborview Mini Stadium. So, but I'm going to, before going to the video, people, look, don't stop to support all the Jamaican Premier League content on any channel out there, yeah? This is our local product, this is our local players, support it. This league is growing, just believe and, have a little patience. And I know things can move a little bit faster and some of the things, but it's getting there, support the Jamaican Premier League, support the local players, support the games, go to the games, yeah? Don't just go to the gate and, beg an entrance in. Take 5 bills and, buy a ticket, man, and walk in, man, and, enjoy a nice, Monday night football at Arnett coming up. I think Arnett is also, going to play over. Yeah, Arnett play at home against Harborview, and I think the next game should be Veer Tivoli. Yeah, the first game should be Veer Tivoli and Arnett Garden, the last game on Monday. And then, Mullines will play Lion in that Sunday fixtures, and Cavalier should play Montego Bay. So those two fixtures are scheduled to be on Sunday, But, we're going to kick things off, the preview and prediction of scores. Right now, Waterhouse versus Lima. The first time when these two teams met, in the first phase of the league, Waterhouse won the game. Easy 3-1 victory at Jacksal, yeah? Easy 3-1 victory. It actually was a live game too at Jacksal, yeah? I must say, it's going to be a very tough game for the Senton team traveling to Kingston, especially going at Waterhouse at Jewsland Stadium, yeah? But the striker, Javian Bryan, double digit of the campaign so far, yeah? And, coming up against a team that haven't won a league games, yeah? Stuck on 4 points, have the worst defensive record in the league, they conceded 31 and scored, I think, 7, yeah? Is it right? Conceded 31, yeah, and conceded 31 and scored 7 goals, 4 points, match day 16 now. So Lima is under some pressure. Varney Clark and the new coach, I don't know where Lima are going to go from here, but the first game, the game that they played against Portmore at Jacksal, they easily could have get a goal. Ronaldo Brown got a sitter where he just need to steer the ball, down below the bar and the ball will go in, but Lima is playing disorganized, very disorganized. I see press, I see all of that. They have a very good, I would say, not very good defensive, but they tend to make mistakes the longer the game go on. They keeping themselves in the game, but they not manage to see off the game and get a positive results, as the 4 points on board is 4 draw games, yeah? But Waterhouse should be an easy win, but Javian Bryan, you need to put in a lot of goals if you want to get, separate yourself from the pack in that leading goal scoring chart. These are the games that you need to bag. You saw what Fabian Reid did. He meet a struggling defensive backline, Mullines, and he scored a hat-trick. This is what Coach Striker do. Fill the bag with a lot of goals when they meet teams that are struggling, yeah? What I need to say, before the last couple of games that Waterhouse played, yeah, they only win 2 games in 10 as the inconsistent run. I don't like it, but that game that they played, trust me, that game that they played against Montego Bay show that this Waterhouse team is really good. They can play quality football, yeah? They can play very good football. I love the game that Waterhouse played. They just remind me as the old-time Waterhouse, back in the days when they had their old veteran players playing for their club, but leading 2-0 at Catching, gave up 2 goals, set plays. Marcel Fuzzigill should be kicking himself, yeah? Gave up 2 silly goals, but they should bounce back and get that win on the board at home against Lima. I have Waterhouse to win 2-0 at home. Trust me, I have Waterhouse to win 2-0 at home. But Waterhouse haven't won a game at home. 2 games they played, Tivoli, they lost. The last one that they played, and before that previously, they draw with 10 men, Mullines 1-1, and Jason Wright came back and scored a PK, but yeah, so I'm going to move on. Treasure Beach, another team that's down there, stuck in 13th position and 7 points. I think Treasure Beach last game that they won, it was against Limal, yeah. But Treasure Beach, one of the worst defensive record, 25 goals conceded and scored 8 goals. But I must say, they played a very solid game against Mount Pleasant last week. Mount Pleasant not their best game. But I must say, Carter and Salman came out with that opportunity, that 1v1, when his team needed him to put the ball in the back of the net, and he didn't. Yeah, he put the ball wide. But I must say, again, Treasure Beach need goals. I think this is Treasure Beach 7th game played without scoring a goals, and I think they gone around 10 or 9 matches, without a win, straight defeats. Yeah, so Omar Wedderburn is under some pressure. His personality doing interviews don't show that, but looking at the results, looking at the stats, he's under a lot of pressure. I know he's a man that loves St. Elizabeth football, the coach of States, but he's going to come under some heavy criticism. But the Treasure Beach owner actually did an interview when that Mount Pleasant game was playing at Jackson, and said they're going to give Portmore a hell down there at States, yeah. But I think Treasure Beach might clip this one 1-0, yeah. So I have Treasure Beach 1-0 on the board to do this over Portmore United. But we're going to move on again. Dumbleolin versus Mount Pleasant. This game should be a really good game. This is going to be a really good game. The last time Dumbleolin traveled to Mount Pleasant, they lost the game 3-0. During that time, Mount Pleasant was running red at farm as they started the season, 6 straight wins, on the board. But, Mount Pleasant went through a little rumbling blocks when they actually got defeated, by Veer and Cavalier. But now, I think they unbeaten in their last 4 games now, so they kind of finding back their mojo. But I must say, the performance on the pitch need to improve for Tapa Whitmore, with so much talented players on the pitch at once. Talented players cannot make the team. Talented players who is sitting on the bench want to win, want to play more minutes. So the performance must be, it must be a problem for the Mount Pleasant, supporters, yeah. But Mount Pleasant have the best away record in the league. Played 8, 16 points, scored 14 goals, and conceded 8. So I think this game going to be a really neck and neck game. I see this game finish 1-1. I think this game going to be a draw, to be honest. I see this game as a draw. But, before, Dumbleolin, that Cavalier defeat, they also was on a run. Yeah, they also was on a run, 6 game unbeaten, where they also grab the opportunity and get around 17 points doing that run. So, I must say, Dumbleolin still a good team, getting back some players, especially schoolboy players. So Lenny Hyde should actually get this team running up and again. And let's see if Dumbleolin can make the last dance, the last push, as they sit 6th position and 22 points, 2 points, above Waterhouse, who is on 20 points in 7th position, but the top 6 race is tight. top 6 race is so tight. We're going to move on to the featured games. Moulins versus Umberland. This is going to be a very good game. Yeah, Moulins is sitting in 12th position, right above what Treasure Beach. I think they're sitting 4 points above from that red zone from Treasure Beach. Very comfortable, as you know. Treasure Beach and Lyman is not winning, so they're kind of comfortable right there. But I think Moulins might win this game 2-0. Yeah, but since these two new coaches have got appointed, Vasily Renas for Umberland and Jeremy Thompson, for Moulins. Moulins have been playing this 4-4-2. The 4-4-2 that Moulins have been playing for the last couple of games, it looked they are a bit more solid. They look more stronger unit. Don't mind that 4-1 Arnett Garden gave them in the last game. Arnett Garden always scored a lot at Moulins, yeah, always scored a lot. But I must say it's going to be a very good game. This is going to be a very good game. Umberland 2 games undefeated right now in the league. They're looking like the team that we saw last season that finished in the top 6, who only conceded 15 goals last season. But they're going to come up a very well organized Moulins team, and Jason Wright is actually scoring goals now. He's playing a little bit more freer. The team, especially Livingston out there on the wing, is actually doing his thing. He's actually playing with a lot more freedom, as the 4-4-2 is giving him the license to come inside on his favorite foot and to play as a wide forward. So let's see if German can get Moulins, running. Let's see if Vasily Renas, can keep his undefeated run to 3. But Moulins need to bounce back if they're going to make that little last dance for that top 6. But that's Moulins' ambition. They always want to finish, in that top 6, but they never really get that opportunity. Yeah. Next up, Cavalier versus Montego Bay. Yeah. Montego Bay is coming from 2-0 down and to draw the game at home against Katrina. Massive supporters in the rain. Monday Night Football. They must be looking really good, But another thing, Montego Bay, even though, they on a little undefeated run, they did it previously when the season just started, and they not managed to keep a little consistent run. But now in signing players, you could see that, Coach Nadir Dos Santos is having depth off the bench. They talk about it in the first phase of the league campaign, and they also signed 7 players. Yeah, 3 of those players are international players from Trinidad and St. Lucia, and those players actually played in the game against against Waterhouse at Catchinall, and they kind of look a little bit nervous, but you could see that they are still quality players in them. They just need to settle down and get used to their surrounding, as it was a very difficult pitch. It was wet, so coming in a new team, wet pitch, not a very good pitch, smooth, but they still managed to get the ball rolling, especially the player that played the wing back position in the second half that he brought in, actually played a really good, solid game. I think he was playing at left back. I don't know if it's the player named President, but what Cavalier is missing players also. Remember when Montego Bay won their first game, it was actually Cavalier when Jean Claudia Ferreira kicked that corner kick, and Lucas, yeah, it was actually a samba dance. It was actually a samba set piece from the Brazilian. That's how Cavalier lost that game at Westport Park, in that first phase. And Cavalier is missing some players. Let's see if that's going to be a factor between between these two clubs, as one team is struggling to fill the gaps on the bench. Meanwhile, another team, which is Montego Bay, is strengthening left, right, and center. But I think this game will be 1-1. I think this game will be 1-1, trust me. But moving on, Veer versus Tivoli, yeah? The team that Jerome with, the running team, the highest scoring. Is it the highest scoring team? Yeah? The highest scoring team in the league right now. They have Justin Dunn. Justin Dunn is not playing as the Justin Dunn we saw in the first phase. I know that he went through a little injuries, but let's see if he can find back his touch. he haven't scored in 6 games now. I think he missed that game. I think he missed that game. But the last time Justin actually scored, it was a brace and double goal in match day 9 when he scored a penalty kick and another goal. So it was actually match day 9 Justin done the last time he scored a goal in the Premier League. But he missed again the other day. I think it was the Montego Bay game that where Montego Bay beat them 2-1 at the complex at Anthony, Sparling Sports Complex. But Via United, the last 3 games, no wins, 2 draw, and 1 defeat. Yeah, so they need a win. Via desperately need a win, as Via is in 9th position and 19 points. Yeah, just 3 points from that 6th position. As you know, if results really go their way and they win their game, they can go in the top 6 back again. But I must say, Tivoli Garden is looking to get back some form. Tivoli being a little bit, they're going through a little rough patch right now. They drew their last game against, they drew their last game with Cavalier. Before that, they actually won. I think that they beat Waterhouse at Jerusalem Stadium. So they need to just find that consistent run again. But I think they will actually advance into a better stage of the campaign, when we getting in down to that nitty-gritty, that last 4 or 5 games of the regular season. As you know, they have a very, very experienced coach, Jerome Way. Moving on, game of the week, Arnett Garden versus Arborview. Remember when they played in the first phase, Arborview actually lead 2-0 up. 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes. Or I think it was the first 25 minutes. Arnett Garden captain Joel Cunningham gave away a goal, yeah? And then Arnett Garden rallied back and came back and drew the game 2-2. So, these two teams, man, always have some spicy encounters between them, But I want to ask the people, is it time for Ludlow Bernard to move on from this Arborview job? Is the job is getting bigger than him? Is it that, but when I really watch Arborview, tactically, Arborview is setting up poor. Players not playing up to standard, making silly mistakes. Yeah, it down to players whenever teams are not winning. Players get criticism, but it's down to the coach to get the best out of the players. That's where you get the big bucks. Yeah, that's where he get the big bucks to get the best out of his players. Arborview drew their last game against Fear. Before that, they lost against Cavalier. Yeah, but they went on a little a back-to-back win, beating Treasure Beach down there at States and actually beat Dumble Holding 2-0. Both games they won 2-0. So they actually went on a little run. But Arborview is not far away, from that top 6, as they 16 points and in 11th position. They just 6 points away from that top 6, as 2 wins could give them a really good start to push on to try to get in this top 6. Remember, this club is a club that beat Arnett Garden last campaign in the quarterfinals. So it's revenge. Arnett Garden need revenge. But Fabian Reid, I am going to say this, man. Fabian Reid, yeah, the man who is on farm, yeah. Listen, man. 4 games, 5 goals. A trick the last time, against Mullines. Really lethal goal scorer. Lethal. Me call him the El Capitano, the man that going to lead Arnett. If Arnett going to come any close to winning the league title, this man have to fire. Yeah, and with the service of Siobhan Willis, coming back in the fold again, should give the midfielder strength. Marlon Allen is playing out of his skin. One of the best CDM right now in the league. You saw the local team, the camp, he got called up in it, yeah? But National, is not being in good touch. But the team has been playing a little bit, disorganized. As I said in previous videos, I would love to see Arnett Garden play that 4-4-2. Just take Shepherd a little bit out of that middle and put Siobhan Willis and, Marlon Allen in that midfield. And, Jaime National, is coming in off one of those wingers, a left inverted or right inverted, yeah? And have those 2 strikers up there, Warner Brown and Fabian Reid. But my question, anyone want to bet me that, Fabian Reid going to get double figures in this league campaign. Easy. Now, not easy. He is going to get double figures for Arnett Garden, this campaign. I'm telling you, this man know where the goals is at. Yeah, he has a high for goal. Look, it don't take a ordinary striker in Jamaican Premier League to score over 70 at goal in his career in the Premier League. It don't take a ordinary man to do that. He has to be a special player, in the Premier League. I remember when he went to Trinidad and Arnett Garden the next season, they won the league without him, and he came back. And he actually won the league. Yeah, so this is a man who really want to win back another Premier League for Arnett Garden, and I believe so. If he stayed fit, he is going to get that title. He is going to score goals, yeah. But yeah, this is the end. But I think Arnett Garden is going to win this game 3-0. I think Arnett Garden is going to win this game 3-0. That's my match prediction. That is my match prediction, yeah. That is my match prediction. Arnett Garden going to win this game 3-0. But thanks for watching, man. This is the Seria A Jamaican Premier League preview on Nicardo Media House. Salute out.